around it. So anybody that's farther to the south is trying to look through a curtain of rain that basically obscures the view of the tornado, making it almost impossible to see. But to complicate matters, the sun went down an hour ago, so it's dark outside. You just can't see what's going on, and you're relying solely on lightning to illuminate the storm features. And speaking of lightning, as we bring on the lightning bolts, there's a lot of it out there tonight. That's just another danger that we have to go along with the tornado that's underway at this hour. We'll take the lightning bolts off so we can show you here the circulation now up into southern portions of Gray County. If you're in Ensign, if you're maybe as far north and east of Dodge City, we want you to be aware of what's going on. This is a tornado that's been on the ground now for at least 20, if not 30 minutes as it moved out of portions of Seward County. We've had reports of a large and extremely dangerous tornado underway now for quite some time. If you're wondering, this little rotating icon that's showing up on the radar, our computer is able to analyze kind of behind the scenes some of the same information we show you live on the air, and it's telling us that, hey, this storm definitely is rotating rapidly and may still have a tornado on the ground. We've been checking to see if we can see any kind of debris here on the radar, and it just doesn't stand out very well to me as it did about 8 or 10 minutes ago. I hope that continues to be some good information there. It may be kicking up a lot of dust. We may not have a lot of tree branches or anything like that going up into the storm cloud, but obviously for southern Gray County and northern sections of Meade County, you definitely want to be in your storm shelter. Now the other storm, and I see that Merrill's kind of setting a radar view up around Ness City, so we'll get back to that in just a second. For those of you watching our coverage from Ness County, in Ness City, concerned about what's going on in your area, we are getting some pictures from the radar of what's going on up there, because that storm too has a history of producing some tornadoes as well. There are two storms. If you're just joining our coverage, we've got an extremely large and dangerous tornado underway now in southern sections of Gray County coming out of northern Meade County. Tony Lawback reporting on this storm for us this evening. Now new radar image coming in there. The circulation about ready to cross Highway 23 here just to the south of 56, moving northeast at close to 40 miles per hour. If you're in Ensign, if you're farther north and east up toward the Dodge City area, officially neither location under the tornado warning right now, but you could be next in line if the storm does continue to hold together. Merrill's got some new information on the storm. Again, this is up in Ness County that has had a tornado reported with it this evening. Merrill?
And Ross, we are still seeing not as well defined as the last storm that we were showing folks, but we're still getting some rotation. Now this is the radar that folks are used to seeing, probably some noticeable hail associated with this storm to the north of the area of rotation. But let's shift over to that wind velocity mode, the Doppler mode of the Doppler radar. And now we're looking from the Goodland radar, which is off to the west-northwest. Again, green is toward the radar, red is away from the radar. And so right in that area, and again, it's well to the northwest of Ness City, but moving to the northeast. That's the area of concern at this point with this severe thunderstorm that is moving through the northern portions of Ness County as we speak. And there things shift over a little bit. Now, speaking of shifting over, I need to move things to the north because we have a new tornado warning that's now in effect for the northwestern part of Graham County as well as southwestern Norton County. But the newest one is this new tornado warning that's for Norton County. Now you can see the storm is still well to the southwest of Norton, but once again there is rotation being indicated on Doppler radar, and again it looks like it's way down to the south, just to the north of the Graham-Norton County line right now. You can see those 1, 2, 3 circles spinning around, indicating that there's rotation being noted on the radar, and in fact being noted at several different levels of the atmosphere, which tells us even more that there's a good possibility that this thing is trying to develop a tornado. There is not a confirmed one at the moment with that storm from the latest information that we have in, but it's certainly a very dangerous scenario still going on with that. And let me see if we can get back to our regular radar. I'm going to put it into motion.
And Merrill, while you're
setting
that up there, 2 miles west of Ransom, a tornado reported there, and they have issued now a new tornado warning for Ellis and portions of Trigo County. This go until 7:30, extending that warning farther north.
Okay, so let's shift things over a little bit here and see if we can see. Oh, Trigo, okay. Well, there's
they're saying 2 miles west of Ransom, which would put it in northern Ness County.
Yeah, there we go. I think we're seeing a little bit of overlap on radars here. I've got multiple radars on right now. But again, this is the storm we were talking about just a few minutes ago. You can see it's now in the northern portions of Ness County, headed up to the northeast. So yeah, this again, another one of those very dangerous storms that we've been watching throughout the, really, the first storms began to develop this afternoon, actually late this morning in the western portion of the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. And we've just watched things grow through the afternoon and now evening hours, and everything continues to march on to the northeast. Ross?
And Merrill, we got a new tornado warning, which now includes Ensign, and this will take it up toward the Dodge City area. This is a storm that has been producing a tornado ever since its touchdown near the Liberal area. So we'll take the radar and we'll go back north with it, because this is still a very dangerous situation. And of course, as we've been telling you now, with nightfall, it gets that much more complicated to get those reports in that we would otherwise expect if it was middle of the afternoon. But here's our circulation now. It's to the south of Highway 56. This is where Tony Lawback has been reporting from for the last little while, calling in, providing us with some reports that he can see using the benefit of the lightning to illuminate the storm cloud. This storm is still moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. The other red box dropping off the screen because that warning expiring at 6:45, replaced with this new tornado warning now that does include Montezuma, does include Insight, goes all the way up almost to Dodge City. And with that storm moving northeast, it looks like it's going to pass very close to Ensign. So we can't stress it enough. The last 30 minutes at least, we've had a large, extremely dangerous tornado reported on the ground from several different storm chasers in this area. And we heard from Tony Lawback. He was reporting from Highway 23, saying that anybody to the south not going to be able to see it, not only because it's dark outside, but also because of the curtain of rain that wraps completely around the rotating part of the storm, which obscures the view of the tornado. But this storm moving northeast is going to pass near Ensign. We'll bring you up to the current time, and it's been a while since we put a storm track on it, but in order to do so, we're having to back the radar out just a little bit because the storms are moving at 40 and sometimes 45 to 50 miles per hour. If you're watching our coverage from Dodge City, you may be wondering, is the storm going to get to my location? And I think based on the way things are going, it's a little early, but we will continue to watch it. I think maybe we'll get lucky and the storm will stay to the west of town. But let's put a storm track from the circulation going northeast at 40, and what we can see come up for you here, Ensign at 7:03. We know that's probably going to happen before then. So let me move the map just a little bit more to the north so we can draw another storm track, because these storms are just racing to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. And here, this will get us some of the latest information that we can see here in the storm track, and then we'll get back to that Ness County storm. So our latest track shows Ensign at 6:58, Howell at 7:12. If the storm continues to move in the way that it's doing so now, it should miss Dodge City to the west. But right now, confirmed tornado on the ground to the south of Montezuma, about ready to cross Highway 23, and could be into the Ensign area within the next 10 minutes or so. A very dangerous situation now for western Ford County, Gray County, the storm now out of Meade County, so we can give the all clear for that location. I understand we have Mikey Gribble still out there tonight. He's watching the storm that Merrill was talking about up in Ness County. Let's join Mikey on the phone with the latest on the Ness County storm.
Hey, Ross. I am just northeast of Ransom. I got slowed down and kind of got stuck behind the storm because they're moving so fast, and I actually went off the road and hit a pole earlier on a back country road after dark. But I'm trying to punch through the rainfall right now, just northeast of Ransom, to get a visual where the circulation is back in the rain to try to confirm whether or not there's a tornado in there. But it's just very difficult keeping up with these storms as fast as they're moving.
Okay, and Mikey, are you able to see anything on the ground? We still have a pretty good circulation on radar. Can you see anything from where you're at?
Yeah, it's real difficult because of the rain and all you can see is when the lightning flashes. I can't see a lowering straight ahead. It looks like it's probably about over 283, maybe just off the west side, which I don't have velocity up right now, so you may know better exactly where that circulation's at. As soon as I get off the phone with you, I'm going to pull it back up, but I'm just easing through the rain trying to get a visual on this base. I don't want to, drive right into it.
Okay, Mikey, just so you know, for your safety, the circulation we have really looks like it's right on 283, so be careful in that area because that appears to be where we have the strongest rotation showing up on Doppler radar. So that's going to put it right on the Ellis-Ness County line, or make that Trego County line as it continues to move to the north and east. Officially, Ellis County now part of the tornado warning. The city of Hayes is not. and we continue to track that storm very closely. This is just one of 2 storms that has had a confirmed tornado with it, moving northeast still, we believe, at about 40 miles per hour, and again, the circulation is